Okay, welcome back to inventRightTV, and I'm here to tell you on this video, you have to watch it because we're going to talk about the real costs to patent your invention. I am sure when you're just starting out, you've got this great idea, you've got an invention, and you're wondering, what is it going to cost to patent that invention? And I'm going to talk about what you need to realize before you go down that road. So let's talk about big picture here. I can tell you what it costs if you patent the wrong invention, because if you go down that road, it could actually cost you tens of thousands of dollars that you just don't want to spend on an idea that's never going to make you a dime. And unfortunately, a lot of inventions never make any money at all. In fact, the numbers are so large, it makes you wonder why anybody files for a patent at all. You see, there's things that you need to do at the very beginning to determine if you should even go forward with your invention, because patenting is one thing you should do if it's a good idea. But you have to recognize in terms of time and all the things that you're going to do, you could end up spending so much time and money on an idea that never returns a dime to you. And I can tell you, a lot of people that I do speak with, that's what they tell me. They've spent close to maybe sometimes over $100,000 on a product idea, on an invention, and they're never going to recoup that cost. So I'm going to help you do some things so that doesn't happen to you. Okay, you've got a great product idea and you're not quite sure what to do. Or maybe you've got inventory in your garage because you were selling your product on Amazon and you don't want to continue doing it, but you want someone to help you license your idea to a company to bring it to market for you. We have a new program that's called Gateway, where we do all the work for you. We'll find the right companies and the right people to make sure your product is pitched correctly to get the licensing deal. This new program is called Gateway. If you're interested, please check it out. All right, here's the first thing you can do. Make sure you do have a new idea. How do you do that? Well, you study the marketplace. You do a Google search, an image search, maybe a shopping search to determine, is your idea really new? And you can do that yourself, and it doesn't take a lot of time. But please do a very thorough search to make sure your idea is actually new. Okay, number two, before you spend all that money on an idea, why don't you go ahead and do a search, a patent search? You can do it yourself, which is not the easiest thing to do, but you can learn how to do it. But you can also hire someone to do it for you to make sure if you're going to go down that road and spend all your time and money on an idea, it's actually truly new because you've done a very thorough patent search. Okay, number three, make sure that you have enough knowledge that if you do get a green light, that you do have a new idea, that you actually know what to do to commercialize it. Are you going to license it? Or are you going to venture it? So you have all the steps in front of you and you know what the roadmap's going to be to commercialize that invention to make money. Like I said earlier, most ideas never make a dime. I want you to stop doing some things. Stop working on ideas that just don't have the market potential or the revenue to actually pay your bills. All right, so let's say you do have a new idea and you've done those three things and you realize, hey, I want to spend money on a patent. I want to patent my invention. What should I do? First thing again, find a patent attorney or a patent agent that's got a great reputation that can actually help you and cares about you. And I'm going to give a shout out to a good friend of mine that does a fantastic job. His name is Kevin Prince. James put his contact information up on the screen. If you've got an idea and you've done all this stuff, call Kevin Prince. He's affordable. He cares about you, and you will be happy you're working with someone that actually cares about your success. Okay, number two, when you reach out to Kevin and you start to talk about your product, he's going to mention maybe doing maybe another search, but also he's going to talk about all the tools that are available. It could be a design patent, it could be a provisional patent application, which I actually love, but he's going to talk about the options that you have, and he's going to give you prices that actually make sense and hopefully you have a budget to spend that type of money, because at the big idea here is how much money am I going to spend, and that's why we're doing this video. Okay, I can tell you at the low number is probably going to be, if you include office actions, filing of your provisional patent application, maybe you file a provisional patent application first, and Kevin can do that too, and you can do it yourself. But at the end of the day, once you have filed that, and now you're filing for your non-provisional patent application, including office actions, it's going to be at least $8,000. And that is a great price. All right, what about if you work with a larger firm? Kevin Prince is a patent agent, but let's say you want to work with a patent attorney. Okay, great. I've done that too many, many times. And I have to tell you, that can get quite expensive. That will be anywhere from $15,000 to probably $30,000 at the end of the day. Why so much money, you guys? It just takes a lot of money to work with a patent attorney and make sure they're doing a good job, to make sure that you have claims that have value, make sure you're doing everything right. So you have a range. You have a range from $8,000 to $25,000. Most of my patents that I have filed have been about $25,000. They have about 20 or 30 claims, and I hired a big firm to do it. I thought, I still feel the same way. I did the right thing. But at the end of the day, now that I know more about the whole process, I use people like Kevin Prince. In fact, I use Kevin Prince all the time. I think he's a great guy. He does good work. He cares about me. So that's the range from $8,000 to $25,000. That's expensive. But as I said at the very beginning of this video, it could be much more than that, because if you patent the wrong idea and you cannot commercialize it by either licensing it to a company or maybe venturing it yourself, and you don't really understand how to do that, you could end up spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could spend years trying to do this and end up having a plaque on a wall that's really not worth anything. So there you go, you guys. So what does it cost to patent an idea or patent an invention? It's there's some hard costs, but there's also some other costs associated with it if you go down the wrong road. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If you need more information, please contact me, and we can help you maybe decide if you have a good idea or not, and help you with making those decisions if you're going to start spending money on the patenting process. Thank you very much. This is Stephen Key. I'll see you next time.